Well, we have an update tonight on Thursday's storm damage in Johnson and Shelby counties. We now know it was caused by an EF1 tornado. That's what the National Weather Service just determined. The tornado did not hit this church in Greenwood, but take a look at what the same storm did to the roof here. You can see a big part of the roof just got ripped off. Survey crews say the EF1 tornado touched down just after 11 o'clock Thursday night, and with winds up to 90 miles an hour, it left a path of destruction just over 4 miles long. I think I read they also said it was about 50 feet wide. So,
they've done so many of these surveys. There's still some data coming in, and altogether, so far, last count I checked, is 16 tornadoes in the state of Indiana. That's within the state. Most of those were in the region and in the northern part of the state.
Still.
Just on that one day.
Wow.
Let me show you that. And then also we'll talk a little bit about that damage and how it was the same storm, but not necessarily that particular tornado. So let me take you in a little closer here. We'll start in the north. These are all the tornadoes that occur. Notice I've got one box here in red, and it's because there is an EF3 confirmed in counts, but they're still putting together all of the damage survey. Typically, when the storms are a little bit stronger, like an EF3 or stronger, it takes a long time to do all of the damage assessment there, and they are still ongoing with that. Then as we head a little farther to the south, a cluster of these storms from several cells that move to the east, producing several EF0 and EF1 tornadoes, and then farther to the south, an EF0. This one I believe was in Jay County, and this is the one that we were talking about here. Now that church I believe is located right about there, but the tornado path doesn't pick up until a little bit later. This is what the National Weather Service has officially confirmed, so not necessarily a part of that damage path, but certainly within the same cell. And of course there was a lot of damaging wind along that line as well. As far as radar, well, it is a little bit more active when we are expecting scattered showers through the overnight. Temperatures are going to stay mild. They're into the 70s. We're watching storms to our west and to our south and west. We do expect showers overnight tonight. And unfortunately, showers and a few storms will impact the early part of your Sunday. I'll have more details on this. I'll show you Future Track coming up.
All right, sounds good, Rob. Thank you. And as we track rain and storms in Indiana, remember, we give you access to live Doppler 13 radar anytime. Just scan this QR code you see on your screen here to download our free streaming app on your TV. That way you can connect with our weather team 24/7. New tonight, an investigation is underway in Franklin County after the discovery of human remains. The Sheriff's Department says the skeletal remains were found Friday in a rural location in the eastern part of Franklin County. Now, a forensic anthropology team from the University of Indianapolis is helping the investigation. The coroner's office has not yet identified those human remains. A former Indianapolis mayor making his push to get on the ballot for November. Why Greg Ballard thinks switching parties would draw in more voters. Rob?
Well, and despite a little bit of rain in our forecast for your Sunday, we're going to be staying in the 70s for the next several days. I'll show you a little bit of a cooler forecast coming up.